Well, this story is about Mayor Do As I Say, Not As I Do de Blasio. The mayor's caravan was caught on camera committing multiple traffic violations just days after he announced his really aggressive plan to crack down on traffic violations. Thursday, the mayor's two-car caravan was seen speeding, blowing through stop signs, and violating other traffic laws that would have equaled a license suspension for the average man. The grand total for all of the violations de Blasio's caravan committed was 13. So it only takes about 11 points for a person to get their license suspended. Now, the mayor announced his 62-point Safe Streets initiative, which includes lowering the speed limit to 25 miles per hour. Meanwhile, his caravan was caught going 45 miles per hour. He said, "We want the public to know that we are holding ourselves to this standard." Right, by blowing through stop signs and going 30, 40 miles over the speed limit. Now, the NYPD released a statement suggesting that the traffic procedures by the mayor's security detail may have been necessary. You know, the police department personnel that are assigned to the mayor's security detail receive specialized training in driving based on maintaining security as well as safety. Right. See, it's okay when they do it. It's all right for Bloomberg to have the guns, but you can't have the guns. I mean, you don't need them. And then later that day, or earlier on his way to the gym, de Blasio was caught jaywalking. A reporter was trying to talk to him about breaking all of these traffic violations, and he was like, "I got to go to the gym," as he's on his cell phone jaywalking. So just proof the laws are not meant for them. I mean, granted, wasn't he just an average citizen before he was elected mayor? I don't know, probably always a criminal. But the laws are for the slaves. He sure didn't get treated like this young lady on UT Austin campus. A photographer caught the exact moment that she was grabbed by cops for jaywalking and failure to identify. The witness said that he saw she was just crossing the road with earbuds in her ears and didn't hear the cops calling out for her. How dare that slave think that she can just jog and not obey the orders. Now, this girl weighs no more than $120, but it took 4 big burly police officers to arrest her and make an example out of her. And here she's pleading, saying, "I was just jogging. I wasn't doing anything wrong." And the police, the UT Austin police, said that there was no initiative to crack down on jaywalking. So for whatever reason, they decided to get really aggressive with this girl. But this is, of course, just one more example of how this police state apparatus is encroaching into our everyday lives. Everything we do now is thought crime or can get us ticketed or arrested. Here, the girl, she was running and she was grabbed from behind, from the side, by the cops. And so she jerked away, and that's where the cops were saying she was resisting. And I mean, being a female, if I'm jogging and someone grabs me, I'm going to run faster or jerk away. But, you know, you can't do that when you are a slave. Now, of course, de Blasio, he'll break laws with impunity, but you and I, we must obey. Especially if you want to vote. And while you thought criminals are out there voting for the next mayor of your city, don't think you can just roll up to the voting booth with your First Amendment intact, especially when that involves expressing your position on the Second Amendment. Chris Driscoll was prevented from voting at the Waller County Courthouse in Texas on Tuesday after officials claimed he was violating Texas Election Code Section 85.036, which states that a person may not electioneer for or against any candidate, measure, or political party in or within 100 feet of a voting location. Now, the officials used the election law to throw Driscoll out of the voting booth, even though the shirt simply stated Second Amendment 1789, America's original homeland security. This was on the front without any mention of a political candidate or proposition. So again, here we have a simple attack on free speech and voting rights through the color of law, as well as just another example of this continued need to demonize gun owners and to try and brainwash people into accepting an infringement on their rights, be it their First Amendment right, their Second Amendment right. It's chaos. Don't fall into this Obama agenda. And instead of falling for Obama's gun-grabbing scheme, show your support for your God-given right to defend yourself. Pick up one of these Molon Labe t-shirts, and you know what? Wear it into the voting booth. Wear it in to go vote. And if they kick you out, get it on video and send it in, because that is going to be a sensational story.
The globalist social engineers are not just targeting us with propaganda. They are manipulating our genetics. We are being targeted at every level by estrogen mimickers that lower our testosterone and other hormones and natural compounds that the body needs. After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic super male vitality formula, sourced from powerful organic herbs and then concentrated for maximum potency. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose. For a limited time, we are offering 15% off Super Male Vitality at InfoWarsLife.com to introduce you to this powerful supplement. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality. InfoWarsLife.com.